Alright, here we go. The Stonecore, the Stonecore, a Stonecore, we the Stonecore. We're not crazy about this dungeon, are we? No, we aren't. Of all, if Vortex Pinnacle is heaven, this one must be hell. So it's one of these dungeons that we think is really stupid. You know, we got the purple. For those of you who love purple, the idea here. We're gonna see it. There he goes. Okay, the idea is to interrupt the force of Earth because he turns into this big thing and does all this AoE damage. Not the hardest thing to heal through, but look at how messy it makes your screen. What a mess. What a mess. So we like to prevent that, do the best that we can to prevent that. And that is the, he got it off twice. The big guy, kill the big guy. Yes, there you go. Yeah, another one of these purple cave dungeons. So we don't like this one as much. It's just unpleasant. I like a nice pleasant dungeon. And this one is not that. Now I'm going to try to remember to pick up the fucking piece of paperwork for the quest, because then afterwards it's automatic, but I guess Blizzard wanted you to do a little bit of work. So, okay, I'm going to target the Earthshaper because we can see that nobody in this group knows about the interrupt. That's fine. The rest of the guys are melee. I'm going to talk about Millhouse Monostorm in a second. I'm going to wait for a long time on the interrupt. Oh, somebody got it. Alright, what is this? Frostbolt Volley. Yeah, anyway, Millhouse Monostorm does DPS on everybody. In my opinion, the best strategy, and I'll do my best to write this out, the best strategy is to have the tank focus on the Earthshaper and be in charge of the interrupts, and that will prevent that Earthshaper from growing up into a big, huge pain in the ass. And why can't I purge that shit? Oh well, you cannot purge it. Those guys grow up, they're melee though, who gives a shit? Anyway, Millhouse is going to do a bunch of AoE damage on the group, and no, the Earthshaper. You want the tank interrupting the Earthshaper, but the DPS, in my opinion, should focus on Millhouse Monostorm, because partway through the fight, he leaves. He's a coward. So he's going to bail on his buddies, let his friends do the dirty work while you guys finish them off. And let's see, you can watch his health bar right there. I'm going to focus on the Earthshaper again. Ooh, stunned. Alright, so somebody is doing the right thing. I'm not dropping any tones. Oh, don't stand in that. Melee's spinning around, of course, doing their little sword dance, their ballet. Where did Millhouse go? So yeah, he ran away. Oh, another thing that you can do. Am I forgetting the paper again? I don't know where the damn paper is. Oh well, at least I knew to remember it. That means my brain's getting better as I age, not worse. Another thing you can do is get this boss started. He's going to explode through there. Boom. Okay. Save yourself a little time down the road. Make the tank panic. And so on and so forth. So as you can see, I just ran away from the fight. Not unlike Millhouse Monostorm, and didn't cause any problems. One thing that is unfortunate is this tank is level 84. That's just how it rolls sometimes. But the dungeon mechanics will be the same whether you're a level 84 or a level 82. You might be a level 82 tanking this dungeon. I don't know what this range shit is, but it's really annoying. So yeah, I mean, I do my best and I just get the group that I get with. This is a little healing absorb thing that you can dispel if you're so inclined. For this boss, you don't want to get caught in the crystals. I'll stand in them just to show you. It does a little debuff. Maybe somebody will get hit by them and stand in them. Let's see. Don't also stand in this dirt. Get way far away from it, in fact, because it's got a wider range than it looks like. And make sure that you... Oh, why would you run away from the healer? Alright. And then just gather up these ads as best you can. Another just stupid dungeon mechanic, pain in the ass part of the fight. But yeah, we did want a nice level 80. Alright, there you go. So these things. 2,000 damage every half a second. So 4,000 damage a second. So you get the idea. Do a little math. I would last, I believe, I'm not going to be able to do the math, but I would last only a short time if I were to stand there. And let's see, somebody else is going to stand in there, it looks like. So yeah, the main thing is that dampening wave. Actually, there's no main thing. This is a lame, long fight. This is an overly long fight. Don't submerge. Yes, okay. Alright, we got an opportunity for some busteds coming up, don't we, with this Quake. This guy right here, this large gentleman walking up the cave here. Sure, off-spec. OS means off-spec. They want to need it. Alright, so he's going to cast an ability called Quake, and you want to just start jumping when he casts it because of lag, and busted right there. Didn't jump. Yeah, he's going to, you can get lag, so you want to be in the air at the end of the cast. Oh, group busted. We love that, don't we? Yeah, you're going to want to be in the air. So just start jumping when you see it, because with lag, it's not always fair. These guys, they stop and do a flare ability. I'll show you. I'll stand in it where I'm not supposed to. You don't want to stand here, and it takes, wait. They do a shit ton of damage. This guy ought not to stand it as well. The tag's probably rolling his or her eyes. But yeah, that's the idea. Don't be in there. Let's see. Alright. And then this guy over here to the left, you could skip him. If you time your pull right, you never have to contend with him. There's another one over here. I wager that this tank could survive even if you pulled all of them. But they're doing it the way that I do it, because usually the group, we've seen that the group doesn't know about Quake or Flay, so you'll want to, look at this guy. Make me work for it, make me work. You'll want to, what's it called? Space out the pull exactly like this tank just did, because this guy patrols up here, and that can be a pain in the ass. It can really fuck up your day. Also, these little spiders that wander around. I believe I just pulled ninja style, although the paladin did get hit, so I'm going to blame the paladin. Blame the other people. Busted, busted, busted. Oh, we gotta love that. I just love saying it. Oh, it's so funny. There we go. So yeah, let's see if we can get the outline on a jump. Oh, tank busted. Now I'm sick of saying it. It happens so much. Also, this crystal shard comes out of the ground. You don't really need to kill it. It's going to, I believe, if it lasts for long enough, it explodes. But you just get away from it. That's what I do. When I'm tanking, I don't worry about it. Alright, somebody's gonna pull all these things. Let's see, let's try to help them out. As you run through this gauntlet, don't be in these dark areas, because stalagmites or stalactites, whatever they are, they're gonna start falling on your face. I can never remember. There's a mnemonic for stalagmite versus stalactite. Those are, of course, the things that the spikes in caves, whether it's up or down. But I can't even remember the mnemonic, so the mnemonic is worthless. It's either you might bump your head or you might stub your toe. I can't remember. And now you will always think of that instead of the correct one, so now you too cannot learn it. Alright, watch this. So I'm standing outside of any black areas, but that person was too. And the rocks do not always fall where they're dark. So it's not your fault. Don't blame yourself. Don't beat yourself up. As the healer has to work with the tank on this one. I'm stuck out. Oh, there's also a lockout mechanism on this fight. As the healer, lockout mechanism's right there. Don't be outside of it before the fight starts. But as the healer, these things block your line of sight. So just be aware of where your tank is, where you are, where the other people that you need to heal, and just keep moving. Another thing, don't stand in the dragon's breath. Don't stand in front of the dragon. I've been saying all my videos, don't stand or stand behind the dragon. Technically, that's not true. There is one dragon that I can think of where if you stand behind him, you get the old tail to the face. So the rule is don't stand in front of the dragon if you want to be technical. Somebody corrected me in a dungeon. Of course, I was giving advice in a dungeon, which is never, ever, ever appreciated, is it? There, that guy just went out of line of sight. So let's see. Get out of that shit. Don't stand in the lava. There's a little bit going on in that fight. Kind of an interesting fight. This. Alright, so, yeah, I don't like that. They teach you for like 85 levels, stand behind the enemies, and then they have like one where it's like, oh, just kidding, stand beside the enemy. It's just annoying. It's not a fun mechanic. Don't do more of that, Blizzard. I know you're listening. I know that you're that fourth viewer of the video. Alright, this part, you're going to want to, I'm going to start talking about, oh, fuck, dude, don't die. How do you not realize what's happening? That green shit is just all over the place. I should have been watching him for the busted. I'm stuck out.